All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay. So it's time to get into 10 things I dislike about my iPhone XS Max. You guys knew this video was coming, so, take it with a grain of salt. It's just my opinion and my experience with the phone. So I'm just going to jump right in here. So the first thing that I really dislike about this phone is I can shoot all kinds of footage, 2K, 4K, all these things. But reality, I can't even play a 2K video. Now this video right here is actually a 4K video. So the highest you should see on here. Okay, so 4K video, because 1080p is technically 2K. I know. Go ahead and techies, go ahead and tell me. But the highest I should see on here is 1440p, and you can't see that. You can't see it, because the screen resolution is not 1440p. However, the phone, I have other phones that that are not 1440p. That sometimes they're able to pull up, 1440p video. How? It's compressed, obviously, but at least having the option there is still kind of lame to me that Apple still hasn't taken this phone up to 1440p. I would love to be able to watch higher content resolution on the iPhone XS Max because it's a 6.5 inch display. The most I can get is 1080p at 60 FPS, and that's unfortunate. So that's the first thing. The next thing is I can't change the camera settings from within the camera. This has got to be the lamest. This has got to be just the lamest ever. I have to go way out here just to change the camera settings, man. It's so crazy. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Why do I have to leave the application? And this isn't something that's new. Remember, some of you guys always felt like this anyway. So, this isn't something that's new. I'm just saying, this is kind of lame. Having to leave the application just to get into the camera settings, they should be right here. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Now, the next one is kind of subjective. It's really subjective, really, but it's kind of like, this is a slippery phone. So I've been keeping it in a case, and I'll go over my favorite cases in another video. However, here they are right here. These four, my favorite cases right now. However, I don't like having to buy a skin or put a case on my phone. I just don't like it. It's a beautiful phone. I don't like putting the case on it if I don't have to. And I don't normally wear cases around the house. But with this phone, it's so slippery until I get my skin in, I have to put a case on it because I'll drop it for sure. So I don't like how slippery it is. That's nothing new. I know you guys already know that, but that's just what it is. Now, the next thing is this phone is a little bit wider. I don't know why it's a little bit wider. I'm saying? I don't like such a wide phone at times, but it just feels super wide next to, like, when I'm holding something else. Here's another big phone. This phone feels so much, and I even have this in a case, and it still doesn't feel as wide. This phone is like wide and thick. You know what I mean? So the hardware, it's just too wide at times, man. I don't know what it is. It just feels heavier, which is the next thing. It's definitely heavier than phones that are bigger. Now, sometimes people relate that to premium build. Like, shout out to Jerry Riggs. He's kind of got that going since day one. If a phone is heavier and thicker, it feels like it's going to probably be premium and substantially good. Yeah, I understand what he's saying. And sometimes that's right. But this phone is way heavier than phones that are a lot bigger, i.e., here we go again. This phone right here is lightweight, and it's much bigger. More shipments coming in. Okay. But I gotta tell you, this phone feels really, really heavy at times, man. It's crazy how heavy this phone feels. It's in my pocket, just feels like a brick is in my pocket sometimes. Now, another thing is, a lot of people complained about this out of the box. It's not that I'm complaining about it, but I do see what people are saying. It's reasonable request for Apple to put a fast charger in the box. Just put a fast charger in there. We deserve it. Especially the people who paid $1,500 for the 512. I mean, I pushed out $13 for this, and I don't even have a fast charger, so I'm forced to use my iPad charger. Now, the iPad charger is what I've always used to charge phones. It charges the phone a lot faster. It's 12 watts. But I also have an external fast charger for Apple in all phones, and you can buy them on Amazon for like $25. They're like 32 watts or 42 watts or 44 watts. There's a bunch of them out there, and they work really well. We charge the iPhone 10 up in less than 2 hours with that fast charger. So Apple, step it up. Now, the next thing is, now this one isn't something that started to bother me because, you know, even though I have other iPhones that don't have headphone jacks, this bothers me now because I'm using this primarily and I have to use an adapter because my Sony headphones are my prized possession. I know I still have not reviewed my Sony headphones, folks. You know, those things cost $299. That's an expensive set of headphones, and the sound is ridiculously good. I want to be able to listen to those with this phone without the adapter, and I don't know how it's going to sound without the adapter. I don't know how well it sounds. I know when I plug it into my G7 or my HTC devices, just other phones, when I plug it into my Vivo, it sounds sweet, man. They have hi-fi audio on those phones. So I don't know how they sound with this phone. So no headphone jack for the first time in a long time has become an issue for me because I really want to use my Sony headphones with this. Now, next, it's the same design, man. Again, I told you some of these things will be things that you guys agree or disagree about. It's you know, we know this already, but still, it has to be pointed out. It's the same design, Apple. Come on, man. Give us something different. Give us something new. It would be nice. You know what I think will be a premium design? Shout out to Juan Bagnell because he feels like this too. And I've said it in a million videos. The iPhone 5S or the iPhone SE or whatever, that design to me was a premium build. That was premium, not this glass front and back. So they got to step the design up. I'm really hoping that they change something next year because, you know, I plan on buying the next one next year and I want something different, man. Same design, man. Now, number 9 is something that I'm just going to show you. It's unlocked. I still got to swipe up to get in. So the only plus about that is if you have a bunch of notifications on the top, like on your on that are waiting for you, if you look at it and it unlocks and then you keep looking, it'll go ahead and open up the notifications for you so you can get a glance and read it, and then you can decide what you want to do. That's the only plus I see to that. I can look at my notifications without actually going into the phone and, you know, unlocking it and going to the app, and I can decide if I want to go ahead and respond or not. Other than that, I don't like having the extra step just to get into my phone. All these other phones I got with facial recognition pop right open. The G7, the screen is off, and you just hold it up to your face and it turns on and unlocks and goes into the phone, which is sweet. Now, the last thing is obviously something that I know you guys have heard it 1,000 times. That's just what it is. The price. These phones, like any phone over $400 is probably overpriced. Like any phone, not just iPhones, but we all know that Apple charges a premium price tag, and it is what it is. You know, some people say you got to pay to play. I don't believe that. How about I can wait on a good deal if I can get one because I'm patient enough. But sometimes if I want a phone, I just get it. And, you know, I'm not going to get on the video and gripe about the price because I knew it was a high price, just like all my other phones, the Galaxy Notes, the HTCs. You know, I try to scout out as many deals as I can, but that's just what it is, man. You know, if that's the way they're going to roll, that's just how they're going to roll. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to do me any good to get on this video and tell you guys not to buy it because people are going to buy what they want to buy. And I suggest that you do that because it's your money. I did it. You do what you want to do. But the fact is, it's too high. That's just what it is. Too freaking high. So there it is, man. 10 things that I really dislike about this phone. They were all things that you guys already knew more than likely, or some of you guys felt the same. Tell me in the comments your dislikes about this phone. And I'll see you in the next one, man. I'm still using it. It's just the dislikes. It has to be that. No phone is perfect. Anyway, it's your man Jay. I am out. Leave a comment down below and share if you want. If not, I'll see you in the next one.